Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe's Classic Video Games, back with another really cool pinball machine video for you this evening. This is Gottlieb's 1976 Target Alpha. I think it came out in late 76, so it would have been probably something everybody played in 77. This is a really fun game with a classic playfield layout, and if you watch all of our videos, which you should, you really should watch every one of our videos. If you watch all of our videos, then you might have seen that we were troubleshooting this game a week or two ago and getting everything figured out on it, and we've got it all ready to go now, so we figured we'd film a little video of it. This game was the playfield design. Our Excite Bike keeps chiming in. The playfield design was used on about 6 different games over the years because it's like really cool. So we'll play it here in a few minutes and you can see what you think, and you've probably played it before if you're a pinball fan. The cabinet on this one's a little rough. You can see the guy with the I guess that's some kind of gun, I don't know. He's on the back glass too. With the ray gun on the side art, on the stencil, and then up at the top he's doing the same thing. It almost looks like a guitar on that part of it. And then the no real art to speak of on the front. Of course, all of this was stenciled on, so they just held up a big piece of wood, sprayed the yellow on, then sprayed the black on, and then out the door farther down the line. This one's not in perfect shape. There's some wear and tear here and there, and it has this kind of yellowing going on. You can see it pretty good right there. But all in all, it's a nice presentable machine with plenty of love. That's love wear, people. Now on the back box, if you saw my other video, they wrote their names and initials all over the frame of the back box. And so we cleaned off as much of that as we could. Some of it we couldn't clean off because it's actually scratched into the paint. So a lot of those are still there. But the ones that were written in magic marker and all that are gone. And it just gives a little bit of character, I think. And really there's no way to fix it without repainting the whole thing anyway. And we left a piece of tape on here because we think that was the first one. So it started out, they were just going to put a little bit of tape on the frame and write down their scores. And then it expanded from there. Now on this particular one, like I mentioned in the other one, these lane guides here were bent over to the side so that you couldn't lose the ball on the out lanes. And they also added this center post. I never really liked center post, but if you take the post out, you're going to have a ugly spot right there. So we just left it in. But we did fix the out lane guides. Let's take a look at the back glass. Gottlieb was doing excellent artwork at this time, in my opinion. So it's kind of this futuristic space scene. Who in the world knows what's going on? A lot of the back glass we had to paint, we had to touch up because it was thin. So you can see some of the spots, like where it says game over. You can see how you can't read it too well because it's been repainted on the back. Same with the tin. You can see the brush strokes and stuff, but it's at least colored in where it looks presentable, and the lights aren't shining through the bare glass into your eyes while you're playing. So you've got this dude here with this space gun, and you've got her. I can't really tell what she's doing. It says target station. And then you've got the guy and the girl over here. Her whole face was about gone. As you can tell, we had to paint a lot of that back in on the back, but it came out pretty good. And then you have all this little stuff in the background, like this guy, he's shooting some stuff. And then you've got spectator level number 18. No, I'm sorry, number 10, I believe it says. And then you've got this one back here and just all kinds of stuff. Spectator level number 15. Who knows what all that signifies. Spectator level number 7. And this is 274 target toe. So basically she's flying and she's towing all of these targets behind her, which are what these guys are shooting at. Kind of cool. Gottlieb's Target Alpha, a game of skill, it says. And the playfield is really pretty cool on it. Are we focused? I think we're focused. Yes, we're focused. So you've got this really cool layout with 15 drop targets on the playfield, 10 at the top. Usually those would have all been bullseye targets, but at some point somebody replaced the outer two, probably because a couple of them had broke, and so they put two different ones on the outside. Looks kind of cool like that, and it saves us from spending $60 on new drop targets. So we left it like that. We did buy brand new plastics for it, so the plastics are brand new. You can get a lot of parts for this game from the Pinball Resource, pbresource.com. This is, like I said, it's a really popular game, so there's a bunch of them out there. But the plastics are new, and of course they did a great job reproducing them. The only thing about them is that all the whites are really white on the plastic, like they're supposed to be. But every other white part of the playfield is faded, so it kind of stands out just a little bit. But I mean, what do you expect them to do? They made them like they were supposed to be when they were brand new. So that's pretty cool. So you've got 10 targets at the top, 5 targets on the side. You've got 2 pop bumpers, and you've got 2 miniature flippers at the top, so you can get to those top ones a little better. All right, so let's read the instructions, shall we? Oh, and the playfield is dominated by this guy in the middle with his Target Alpha gun, going after those drop targets at the top. All right, Target Alpha instructions: 1, 2, 3, or 4 players. We've got it set on 3 balls per player. So insert coin and or press credit button to reset machine. Repeat for additional players. Now we've set this one on free play, so you just hit start. So you press it more than once if you want more than 1 player. Drop targets score 2,000 points. Now they have a way of setting it where the drop targets can score different amounts, and I think you can even set it up where the ones on the right don't score as much as the ones at the top. But we've got it where all of them score 2,000 points. Completing top drop targets lights right extra ball and special rollover. So that lights up right here, where these 2 lanes give you an extra ball or a special, which I think the special is, guess what? An extra ball. You can set it where the special is a free game, but if you're playing it at your house where it's on free play anyway, it's not really that fun to win a free game. Where were we? Completing side drop targets lights left extra ball rollover. So if you get those 5, it lights this one over here. Extra ball when lit. That's a pretty easy one to make there. Really, all the shots are pretty easy to make. Bullseye targets score 1,000 points. So there's one here, bam, and one there, bam. So it's just an interesting layout. Things are kind of in strange places and stuff. Bonuses scored and features reset after each ball. Bonus value doubles on last ball. So at the end of each ball, you can see right here it says bonus value 1,000 for each lit spot. So every drop target you have dropped, it lights up a light, and at the end of the ball you get 1,000 points for every light that's on, which is every drop target that's been dropped. So you can really rack up a pretty good bonus. I guess it can only be 15,000 on the first couple balls though. And on the last ball, double bonus when lit is lit, and then you can get 2,000 points per drop target. A tilt does not disqualify a player. Matching the last 2 numbers in the score to the number that appears on backglass after game is over scores 1 replay. If you're not familiar with that, at the end of the game, a little number lights up here. So right now 10 is lit up. I don't know how well that you can see that on the video, but here in person it's clear as day. There you go. 10 is lit up. So if you're playing like a 4-player game, if any of you have the last number 10, it slaps the side of the cabinet and you just won a free game. And that's pseudo-random. It's kind of random, but it's pretty cool. On a 4-player game, of course, it's a lot easier to get it because you have 4 different people scoring. So I will set up the tripod and we're going to play the crap out of this thing because it's really fun. All right, folks. target alpha. Basically, all you need to watch are the drop targets. All right, so let's see what we can do. Now, if you just full plunge it, the ball goes all the way around and down this lane, so you don't really get any action. So you got to be careful about. Oh, I stopped it. You got to be careful about that. Somebody was mentioning on the comments of the one where I was troubleshooting it that the alternating relay wasn't working, but I got it working, as you can see. Whoa, whoa, whoop. Whoa. Not getting much action here, folks. There we go. Oh, I missed. I missed my lone drop target at the top right up there. Oh, there we go. There's a couple of them, yeah. I got a light bulb on the fritz up there. The one on the right's not working right. Ah! Oh, missed it. Take that. Oh, missed it again. Oh, I was saved by the center bumper. If you listen, oop, I got some extra ones there. If you listen as it's counting, you'll hear the doong, 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 doong at the end of each ball. That's it. Throwing those bonuses at you for every one of those drop targets that's down. So now, oh, see, I shouldn't have fully plunged it. Now that we're at ball 3, you get 2,000. See how it says double bonus when lit in the middle there? You get 2,000 for every one. Ooh, saved by the center post again. I mean, I didn't put it there, people, but I'm going to use it if it's there. Why would I not? Ooh. I believe that said same player shoots again when lit. I've got it set on 3 ball, by the way. Ah! Oh, it said same player shoots again when lit. Again. All right, so I got 102,470. So I've got it set where you get a free ball for each score of 83,000 points and a free ball for each score of 95,000 points. So the reason it gave me an extra ball at the end there is because my score went to 98,000 when it did the bonus. So it rolled over, gave me a free ball, and then said same player shoots again, and it shot back out. I just realized you might not be able to see the same player shoots again. Let's see if we can back you up slightly. There you go. Now you can see it. And you can see the center post. Oh, not enough. Yeah! That right top flipper is cool. Sometimes when they're real close together, you can't hear all of the doo-doo-doo, doo-doo-doo. That right top flipper rocks because basically the top left of all those drop targets, that flipper there, basically the top left of all those drop targets is the hardest to hit. But so whenever that right flipper gets to work, whenever the ball's on that top right flipper, hell, you just got an open shot at those drop targets. You're going to hit something. Oh. Oh. Yeah, nice shot. If I do say so myself, and I do. All right. So I got 59,000. We're on ball number 3. Ah. Oh, I got robbed. All right, so we got 77,320. We'll see if we do a little better. So I was talking about how this was like 6 different games. One of them was El Dorado, if you've ever played that one. And one of them was Solar City, if you've ever played that one. And then there was like a Canada Dry one where I think, I might have that wrong. I may have that wrong, but I think it was Canada Dry, which was like a special one, you know, it's probably a lot more collectible. But yeah, they used this same exact playfield layout for like 5 or 6 different games because it was just awesome. Of course, it had different art every time. Yeah, I'm not really doing good this time, people. Yeah. There we go. Beat up that damn pop bumper. There we go. Let's get some action going on this thing. All right, so we got 24-9, ball 3. Ooh. In through the outdoor. Thank you, center post. Double bonus. I ended up with 57,000. All right, we'll try it one more time. Just one more game. I got to do a little better than that, people. I can't have it where my first game was my best one. Yeah. I was able to juggle it there for a minute. Okay, 27,000 on ball 1. That's not too bad. I can work with that. Bam. Oh. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Need to get a couple with each shot. Oh. All right, we're at 44-8. Ball 3 just began. Damn, missed. I completely missed. Damn it. All right, one last game. We only got 66,000. I can't end it on a low note. Ooh. I don't think I've ever made that shot. I can plunge it where it lands on the flipper, but I can't hit it with the flipper just right to make it hit a drop target. Bam! I think this might be the game, people. I'm feeling it. Uh-oh. Whoop, off the center post. Now what? 2 at a time. Hit the weird one in the corner. Save the ball. Ricocheted off to hit another one. Hit another 2. Oh, hell. Oh, I guessed it, but it didn't fall down. Whoop. There we go. So close. Get it to one of my flippers. Come on now. Oh. Come on, man. Oh. Ah. Come on. There's one. So close. I think it kissed it again, but it didn't knock it down. You know, I ought to be able to make that shot. All of them but one. All right, I got 51,000 on the first ball. That's pretty good, right? Oh, bro. Let's get it back up there to the top. The bottom ones you don't really have to aim for because it's going to ricochet around and hit those. But them top ones you gotta that's the ones you gotta try to get. All right, I only made it to 64,000, but if I make it to 83,000, I'll get an extra ball, which I ought to be able to do that, surely. Certainly. Ooh. Come on. Yeah. Same player shoots again when that light's lit, people. All right, so now if I get to 95, I get an extra ball. Is that cheating? I don't think that's cheating. Yeah, same player shoots again. After this, though, I'll have to earn it the old-fashioned way. Ah. All right. Now, on each of these extra balls, you know, you get a double bonus. So I'm up to 127,000. That's pretty good. I'm giving that liar on the back box a run for his damn money. Oh, if you probably didn't see it on the other video, but one of his scores, the guy that says that that wrote his score on the back box, is 165,864, which is impossible because the last number is always a 0. So not only did the guy vandalize the machine, he was lying about it. Oh. All right, folks, so there we go. I got 149,750. That's pretty good. That's not bad, folks, and I didn't even cheat with any weird outlaying things. Of course, I did rig it up to where you get an extra ball instead of the extra game, so I don't know if that really counts, but that is Gottlieb's Target Alpha. Really fun game. Glad we got it working. Kind of cool. These things have a nice look to them, you know what I mean? Now, if you're looking to buy a game, Target Alpha may not even be available anymore. It may have blasted off to someone else's game room. We might not have it for sale. So, if you see this video and you're interested in buying a game, check out our website. Usually it's got arcade games and a few pinballs, but it's hard to keep the pinballs in, to be honest. It takes so long to fix them, and then they sell quick. But check out our website. It's lionsarcade.com. You can see all of our games that we have available for sale right now. Even if it's years from now, it'll be up to date. Go check it out and see if I'm wrong. Now, if you don't want to buy a game, then maybe you can come by and see us. We're in downtown Rock Hill, South Carolina. We're about 15 miles south of Charlotte, North Carolina, which is more famous than Rock Hill, South Carolina. So use that as your guide. Now, if you can't come by to see us and you don't want to buy one, that's fine. Just subscribe to us here on YouTube, and we'll keep posting videos like this so you can see these really cool machines. Give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to film you this video. I mean, we didn't have to do that. We could have had all the fun ourselves, but instead we invited you along. So give us a thumbs up for taking the trouble to film it for you, and leave your comments down below. I know a lot of you have probably played this game, or El Dorado, or Solar City, and can tell us all about it. So leave your comments below where you played it, what you thought of it, if you think it's overrated, underrated, what's the best way to play it, and we will see you on the next video. Target Alpha.